literally signing a 1-year deal to return for the Eagles this season. What does Dallas Goedert signing mean for the Eagles?
You know what it is. Okay, Dallas. And I ain't talking about Texas. I'm happy he's back. First of all, because if you really watch the games, he blocks really well, and he's a mismatch on defense for linebackers and certain safeties. And Jalen Hurts, he might have had a down year last year, but that's his go-to guy. Whenever he's he's struggling or he has get an insurance wide receiver, he goes to Dallas all the time. Yeah. So I don't mind that move. I'm happy we kept him because I was mad. I was hearing the rumors that we might lose him.
Yeah, I was excited.
Goddard's thing is gigantic. Gigantic for the Eagles. Y'all got to remember, when the Eagles lacked creativity last year, which they did, especially offensively, what the heck did they do in the red zone? Dallas Goedert. Shovel passes, Dallas Goedert. Now passes, Dallas Goedert. Tight end screens, Dallas Goedert. Fall down. Like, everything went to Dallas Goedert in the red zone. Now, his 11 touchdowns, somewhere from 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards, 2 yards, 4 yards. But nonetheless, when the Eagles needed an easy option, Dallas Goedert was always the option. You have Saquon Barkley there. Teams are going to stack the box. Jalen Hurts, he's continuing to grow and figure out how to be a more proficient passer, particularly in the red zone. Dallas Goedert was the safety outlet. So outside of a running game, a tight end is a quarterback's best friend. Dallas Goedert's return to the Eagles is gigantic, particularly for Jalen Hurts and also for Sean Mannion. Because the first thing that a new offensive coordinator does, and Shady can attest to it, just like a new defensive coordinator, you watch the tape from last year. What worked? What worked? What didn't work? If you're the Eagles and you're looking at what works, Dallas Goedert had 40% of the touchdown catches for the Eagles. Yeah. What worked? The first thing Sean Mannion, new offensive coordinator for the Eagles, was going to do is turn on the touchdown cut-ups.
Yeah.
And when you turn on the touchdown cut-ups, you finna see Dallas Goedert.
And he can block.
Yeah.
And he can block.
The two ways the Eagles were getting in the end zone last year were Dallas Goedert, getting down the field was Dallas Goedert, and then Jalen Hurts getting his dump truck pushed forward. That's pretty much what we had. So like
getting his dump truck.
I'm sorry. I hate the tush push. This is huge for Philadelphia. Yeah. I was so excited whenever I found out that he was going to be leaving, but he's quietly one of the best tight ends in the game. I think he's genuinely a top 5 tight end in the game. He makes contested catches whenever you need him. He's a very, very dependable guy that's not just going to go out there and make stupid drop after stupid drop. Dallas Goedert being back is huge for the Eagles as long as they can keep together that nucleus of skill position players that they have for Jalen Hurts. They're going to be a contender again next year. Adam Schefter even talked about this. He said even though they're bringing back Dallas Goedert, there's no new developments regarding the status of wide receiver A.J. Brown. I think in this case, do you think that the presence of a Dallas Goedert being returning helps them in a way possibly move on from A.J. Brown? Does it give them that safety net?
No, because Dallas Goedert does not insulate the Eagles from the loss of an A.J. Brown. Hell no. What Dallas Goedert does is, now that A.J. Brown has gotten you down the field, Goedert can get you in the end zone.
Yeah.
Right? Because Jalen Hurts ain't finna throw no back shoulders, and the Eagles conceptually don't have the route combinations or offensive scheme, at least last year, what we've seen last couple years, to get into the end zone in the red zone, outside of tush pushes. So Dallas Goedert does not insulate you from the void of A.J. Brown. But at this point in time, I think A.J. returns.
Yeah, I think he does too. I think they tried to reach out there to see who wanted him. A lot of people wanted him, but how he didn't get what he really wanted, right? I heard it was some first rounders too. But hopefully AJ don't leave. I think AJ's a really, really good player. He's one of the best in the league. I'm not into giving up great players in the league. I don't believe in that. But then you bring Goddard back. He's coming back. And then Jalen Hurts. Like, I need somebody I'm comfortable with. You know what I mean? It was a rough year last year for us. New coordinator coming in. I want somebody I can depend on. Fourth quarter, late in the game, you know that Dallas is going to be open because he always is. So I love the move. Only thing I am scared about the Eagles, since we talking about my birds, Jalen Carter. Bro, we need him. I know we keep thinking that it's about to be sweet because I guess he got some off-the-field issues in here like every other player, right? His maybe a little bit more, but he is that good. And when guys are really, really good, it's a lot that comes with that, right?
Yeah.
Player might miss a meeting here at time too. Player might be late. Player might get flags. Player might get thrown out. But you know this, to go to the Super Bowl and have a dominant defense, you're going to need him. Jordan Davis, I think he is good. I truly do. Is he on the same level as Jalen Carter? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't.
Now, you mentioned Jalen Carter. I mean, the trade rumors, I think they end up getting him?
That part.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a situation of do they want to pay him? If you're the Eagles, you have this super team offensively. You've been able to draft really, really well on the defensive side of the ball. Are you in a position where you want to pay Jalen Carter? Acho?
Wait, before you answer real quick.
Yep.
We got the names on offense, but the truth is, the last couple of years, the defense been the best thing on our team.
Not even close.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh.
When y'all won the Super Bowl, it was pretty even.
Both were. But I mean, if we didn't run the ball like the best running team of all. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all's offensive line protected Jalen better than any other line in the league. And
we didn't
really
throw the ball like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, you don't want to lose Jalen Carter because so long as you keep Jalen Carter's ceiling is exponentially higher than Jordan Davis's.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis has gotten better every year, but Jordan Davis is almost to me like the little engine that could. You know what I mean? It's like I'm proud and happy to see, man, Jordan Davis, you've really gotten better. Jalen Carter just a dog. There is no proud, there is no happy. He's just a dog. Not to mention, you got to remember, at the end of the day, Jordan Davis is really a 2-down player. He's really a first and second down player. He's coming off the field on third down because he's not rushing the passer. He's 330 pounds.
Yeah.
In this NFL, when you got guys like Matthew Stafford back there, you need Jalen Carter. Remember, Jalen Carter is the reason the Eagles won the Super Bowl, you could suggest, because against the Rams, Matthew Stafford had a receiver open 2 years ago when the Eagles went to the Super Bowl. Jalen Carter beat the offensive guard so clean, pressure on Stafford. Stafford never saw the open receiver. Stafford throws it away. Darius Slay PBU, Eagles win. That was the progression. Darius Slay PBU, the possession before, if I'm not mistaken, Eagles win. So, Jalen Carter has been a substantial part of the Eagles winning. I'm just intrigued now. You're returning more than likely A.J. Brown. You're returning Smitty. You're returning Saquon. You're returning Goddard. Your starting 11 personnel is back. Do the Eagles, in y'all's mind, still have the best skill position group in the NFC?
Come on, man.
In the NFC?
Yeah.
There's a freaking fox, a coyote, a bear shit in the woods. Yes! How we know? Why not? Pro Bowls everywhere, all pros everywhere. What we talking about?
Have the Lions closed the gap? Now that Jahmyr Gibbs has taken that step.
You seen that look like last year, man? Them dudes are special, though. Them guys are special.
Just skill position, not talking anything else.
I think after this draft, give me the Rams. Rams are going to get another pass catcher in this draft, is what the rumor is. Kenyon Sadiq, whether it's a new tight end that they get, they already used.
But here right now, though, you projected. You projected.
Kyron Williams.
Nice.
Puka.
Nice.
Devontae Adams.
Nice.
Matthew Stafford throwing them the ball.
I'm just talking skill.
Is quarterback not a skill position?
Nah, because you're talking skill groups.
Okay, you're talking about just wide receivers?
Yeah, wide receivers,
tight ends, and running backs.
Skill guys.
Saquon better than Kyron.
Of course, not close.
I take Puka over anyone that Philly has as of now.
I mean, but I think Puka.
I think Tay's right there with
Smitty.
With Smitty.
You don't think Puka and AJ's a wash? They both are elite.
They should be a wash. I can't
judge.
I can't freaking judge AJ. Bro.
Puka and Puka. It's hard to judge AJ because
you can't judge AJ.
That's why
bro.
I mentioned Matthew
Stafford.
It should
be a wash. Like AJ is
from a God-given talent perspective.
AJ is better than Puka. You just can't tell.
But I feel
how can you say that he's better than Puka? He's never done what Puka has done.
But if Puka,
he has never done what Puka has done.
They throw the ball every down.
I understand that.
That matters though.
Okay, so it's a Jalen Hurts issue.
Right. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying no, the offense is different though.
Yeah, that's true.
They won't throw that rock.
Yeah.
My man gets like
14 targets
a game.
Yeah.
So it's
and easy targets.
Right.
He be getting now screen. He be getting tunnel screens. He got reverses.
Sound like a skill issue.
No.
Tell Jalen to start hitting them.
But on the bet list, bro, it'd be like, yo, he's gonna have 10 catches today. That's crazy for a wide receiver. I'll say this. They both are number one receivers. Let's put them in the box, right? I think Saquon is more elite. Oh, I like Kai though.
Kai's good, but
Saquon's
on
but
different
Saquon's
level,
elite. It's Smitty and
Devontae's a wash at this point in their careers. They a wash,
right?
You like DA better than Smitty right now?
I like Devontae Adams still. Devontae, any dude that gets in the box as much as Devontae Adams is just different, bro.
Devontae is nice.
Also, he missed games and he had
he's crazy.
Still,
bro, in the red zone, Devontae's crazy.
Bro, he's ridiculous.
Let me give y'all this one though. I brought up the Lions. Y'all sleep. Because that Lions tight end is just as good as Goddard, if not better.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Sam Laporta.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's better. Excuse me. I apologize.
Yeah, but them dudes,
no disrespect.
Man,
I apologize. But AJ's better than Amon-Ra, but Amon-Ra is probably more effective. But AJ's better.
AJ's better than him.
There's a lot of NFC receivers more effective than the Eagles receivers.
Yeah, AJ's better. AJ's better.
This is why I say it's hard to judge them. Talent for talent, they're better than anyone else. But who's throwing them the football matters.
That's true.
It does. Matter. I'm sorry, you're not going to get the most out of Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown with Jalen Hurts throwing the football. That's just how I feel.
If he's taking that route, then I'm going to take this route. All these nice guys y'all talking about, I mean, what have they won?
Yeah.
This offense looks so good. What have they won?
Yeah.
Where's it gotten you? What's the savior on your destination?
Got deeper in the playoffs this past year. That's like
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, the last couple of years, right? However it goes, however you want to cut it.
Can I throw this in there?
Chips.
Can I throw this in there? Since we're talking about chips, can you throw the Seahawks in that conversation?
Offense wise?
Oh no, they just lost Kenneth Murray.
Even with
Kenneth Walker.
But I mean, Kenneth Walker. Yeah, I said Kenneth Murray.
Even with them, you can't put them in
the
that
Eagles. Come on now.
They re-signed Shahid, JSN.
The conversation to me is the Lions, the Eagles, the Rams. I want to say this. Forgive me. The Falcons. But John,
bro, we talking about young. They got listen, man.
We're leaving.
John's like that.
Why y'all disrespecting me in here, bro?
Cowboys. Yeah.
Why y'all? Jake Ferguson up there.
You're right.
Jake Ferguson, he's cool.
George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb.
You're right.
Javonte had a great year.
Right.
No, because Javonte had that year, I would have never thrown him in that conversation last season because Javonte had the year.
You're right.
Come on,
that's on me. That's my.
They haven't been in the playoffs in like 2 years. We can't do
2 receivers is crazy.
But hold up, bro. I'm saying
the best tandem in the NFC.
But to have all that for what? I always say about Aaron Rodgers. You had all that success.
For what?
You don't even see the Super Bowl once.
Yeah.
We didn't even make the playoffs this year. Let us get a defense first.
So what I'm saying is I can't really talk about
because it don't amount to nothing,
bro. It's like you're a smart person in the room and you failed the test. I can't even take.
But Shady, you know you need both. You need both sides of the ball to win.
You limited everybody though.
You need both sides of the ball to win. If you just talk about offense,
let's go to the playoffs though.
To go, okay, that's fair.
I mean, it's just like
you don't got to win the Super Bowl.
Everybody else is at home, but the good teams are playing. Like, give me that. That's all. That's all, bro.
We're just talking offensive skill position groups. I think the Cowboys are in that conversation. But that's just me.
I mean, but to Shady's point though, even though it's tongue in cheek, there is come a point where like CeeDee Lamb disappeared in a monster way this year. Multiple times. Then when it was George Pickens' time to shine, he disappeared for a game and a half. Yeah. Whereas, like, the reason the Eagles have won a chip is because when AJ got to go to work, AJ go to work. And even in the Super Bowl, when Smitty had to go to work, Smitty go to work. Like, the Eagles don't have disappearing acts at wide receiver when it matters, whereas the Cowboys have.
Our defense was also giving up 40 points against the Lions.
No, I'm only talking about offense.
In this game, y'all didn't show up either, right?
No, of course.
Okay. So,
like,
bruh,
we comparing this to the Eagles where they had a dude get 1 catch for 11 yards. And they get like you're comparing 2 1,300-yard plus receivers to seeing this game. So, like, come on, bro.
Nice. I can't even. Them cats is nice.
They like that. My twin flames nice. Moving forward, we got to talk